What's going on? Time for more book creation. Make a new page. I don't like that one. There we go, I like that one. That's the one we used last time. Oh, that's yellow. Do the same thing where we... kind of cut it into squares for our planning with this character. So we had physical motives, their character, and their arc. So this is gonna be our third character. I'm thinking something that will round out our party, because we've got our wizard, we've got just a little too far. We've got our wizard, our fighter. Now we're gonna have this character. So if we've got a wizard and a fighter, I think... what, that's like a tank and a DPS backliner. To balance it out, a healer would be nice, right? I was also thinking, per the title, we'd have a love interest in the book. So I'm thinking this will be more of a female influence. I was kind of thinking that we would have our main character and our side character fight over the girl. That would be one of the conflicts of the book. And so, obviously it's got to be an attractive female. I was also almost thinking someone that would look similar to our side character, and I was thinking that the side character would kind of be a love triangle. The side character is self-centered, so he's not going to really pursue love interest. The girl is going to be in love with him, and then the main character is going to be in love with her. So he wants her, she wants him, and he wants nobody, That's probably cliche, but I was thinking I would want to make probably something similar to that, honestly, but someone to kind of match his energy. I was thinking they could almost be, like mistaken for being a couple when they're out in public, or maybe like just to tease the main character. So I was thinking it should be Right, blonde hair, blue eyes, blonde hair, green eyes goes well together. I think she could... I wasn't really sure if she was going to be a cleric or a... like a more of a druid, sage type person, but I'm thinking a cleric. Let me open up my tab to see what faiths we have. That way we can kind of choose what faith that she follows. Let's see, we've got 2 humans in the party, so maybe we could have her be a non-human. What are some of the more common races? Let's see, we've got dwarf, gnome. Okay, here we go. It's finally starting to load up a little bit. Dwarf, gnome, halfling. We could do halfling. I like halflings. Halflings have always kind of been my go-to. Alright, so we've got light, nature, war, storms, knowledge, life, trickery. Let's go with life. Go with halfling. So she's gonna be short. I'm thinking something like 4 foot 2 inches. That's not too bad. So if she's gonna be a cleric, clerics aren't necessarily very muscular. Because they're kind of middle line. We could have her be like a bow user cleric. So more of a, instead of a mid, we could do mid-long range flex. Have a bow and a mace. Let's see, the Life Domain Church. So, what can we use to represent life as a divinity focus? Something to base her power off of. To cast from. Kind of like how Christians wear crosses. She could wear maybe a necklace that helps give her power to being a cleric. Need help figuring out what I'll use as a casting focus. while I think about that, we can... I think that's pretty good. Maybe you should wear like leather chain mix. So she'll have some armor on her, but not too much. Because, I mean, I don't think a mid to long range character really needs to wear that much armor. Casting focus. I know. What if we make it so she has to cast her spells through a healing potion? I feel like that could get kind of convoluted. Maybe... Ooh, you know what would be a cool mechanic? Is if we have, like, I'm gonna need more space to write this down. I think this is a really good idea, though. Is if we put... green crystals and the armor slash weapons, and yeah, it's a new character. So one of the green crystals on her armor or weapon breaks every time she casts a spell, and so that would be kind of a way of keeping track of how many spells she can cast in a more tangible way than just, you know, oh, I'm feeling tired or whatever. It could also add some drama, like as she is casting healing spells or buffing spells, the crystals break, and you know you're in a really intense like boss fight or something, and you can specify as her last crystal breaks, she revives the guy and saves the day or something. I think that'd be a cool mechanic. We'd have to add some slots on her armor to add and remove broken crystals. But that's kind of what physical attributes I was thinking of Phantom. I was thinking it would be kind of like a love triangle where the main character is in love with her, but she's in love with Skippy, and then just Skippy is more of a self-centered person, so he just is oblivious to it and kind of only likes himself. And so I was thinking it would be, I would try and make them look like a really good stereotypical couple, so they'd be like mistaken as a couple in like the market or something, and add some drama there with the main character getting upset because of it. So her character, let's see, what do we want to kind of have her act like? What is her different aspects going to be? So if we've got our brave, self-centered, kind of reckless idiot, then we've got our smart and, you know, logical wizard. Where does she fit in? We've got kind of the two extremes. So I think she'd be kind of like the mediator of the group. The wizard is overly cautious, and the fighter is kind of the overly ambitious or aggressive. So she'd be more level-headed, grounded, so she's kind of the balance of the group. Got the wizard as the strategist. But you always kind of need a second set of eyes when you're planning. So she could kind of be another one of those higher intelligence builds. Well, I guess wisdom would be more of the build. You can give her high both of those. Yes, I probably made it too loud. There we go. That probably balanced out the music a little bit better. What other character? We could make her... Well, if she's level-headed, she's not going to be that emotional, but I guess she'd be... in love with him, which I guess is somewhat emotional, but she's level-headed about it.
They fly with their spirit. Trusting your spirit, yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Let's take a break from what kind of character she has, because I'm starting to draw blanks. Let's go over to her motives. Obviously, we're gonna have to put love, she wants to you spell it again? E-A-V-A-V-A-L-L. She wants to grow her faith. Maybe she's on a pilgrimage from the book, so she wants to continue on her pilgrimage. I guess that's one thing I didn't necessarily add or think of with the last two characters is their character flaws. Because everyone kind of has to have character flaws to make them interesting. But what are their motives? Maybe she wants to build a family slash community. We have it so that she was maybe like an orphan or taken in by the church as a kid, and so she wants to kind of build her own family or whatnot. Her character arc. I guess at first she probably has and then maybe at the start she lets the emotions get the better of her, and then she learns to control her emotions, so she becomes kind of becomes more level-headed. She could start as low on the church standings, and then move up a step on the church scale. I don't necessarily know what the levels of church are. I think moving from just like a follower to an acolyte, maybe. Something like that. I dropped my pen. Where is it? There it is. What else? What else? Let's see. No family, and then right, she kind of starts off with no family, and then eventually the two other companions kind of become her family, right? That would make sense. What did I say? I was going to come back to her character. What other defining attributes can we think of? And you're welcome to add input whenever, Phantom. It's the whole point of streaming this, is to get input from other people. Can't really think of any other character attributes for her. Maybe she's a little obsessive. As all stereotypical anime girls are, they're a little bit obsessive over their crushes. Alright. While I kind of let that all settle in, maybe I can start trying to draw her. So if she's using a bow, maybe we can draw her using a bow. Okay. That. Go down a size for the sketch. Alright, how do you hold the bow? Kind of have the wraps of the bow handle there. I think her hand sits there. Looks a little thick arm. Okay, and then kind of be like that. Bowstring there. Got the hand here. I don't know, that doesn't really look like you're shooting a bow. Would the arm be higher? I feel like the arm, yeah, I think I need to raise it all. There we go. That actually looks a little better. Gonna take a little bit of adjustment to get it to fit, but let's see. Probably erase this too. Alrighty, just kind of erase that, add it back. Okay. I'm trying to do this from memory. It's not really working too well. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. Tilting the bow up helped a lot. Okay, then they're also going to have the arrow. Like that. It looks a little thick. And this one looks a little thin. Alright, so that's halfway. I remember the hips are kind of this. So this doesn't begin until there we go. Is that a... I don't know if that's an actual archer's stance, but you know. Looks mostly human. Alright, just a little bit of coloring. It's kind of like a children's coloring book from growing up. I did not color within the lines. Gotta try and color within the lines. Let's get a bigger pen. I do need to learn how to better color with the different brushes. Because the brushes can be a big help in making the drawings look better. I think this is a good foundation to build off of, though. We'll add another layer for the armor. Maybe a side pouch for the mace. Do some shiny black boots. Alright, let's see. Oh, I forgot a hand over there. Alright, let's make the bow. Seems like this color. There we go. It's not bad. I'm getting better at this. It's almost concerning though. What if I end up being really good? And then I have to make my own artwork for the rest of my life. Alright, we can also do a mace hanging off the belt. Oop, that's a eraser. There we go. Do a little smaller. There we go, just a little mace. That's not a very straight mace. Oh my god. That's... There we go. That looks better. Be affixed to the belt. Whoops. Wrong layer. There we go. There we go. Do you think that if this was actually hanging off someone, that. Let's make it a little smaller. There we go. That looks halfway decent, right? Now we're gonna add some leather armor. Let's see if I can't. Come up with a reference image. Let's put that there. That there. Alright, we want leather armor drop. There we go. That looks like it's AI generated. That is AI, but that doesn't look like AI. That's actually scary. AI can make art better than me? Oh no. That's a bad thought. I probably could use AI to make pictures of my characters that look a lot better than what I'm making. Am I going to be replaced by AI? Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look like leather, though. That looks more like... looks like plate mail that was colored brown. Looked like metal armor to me. Let's see, what else can we find as a reference? like any of these. What if I take a different approach? Female. Maybe not drawing, maybe just do art. So it looks like you kind of got the corset that goes underneath the cleavage, or you have pockets in the leather armor that hold them. And I don't really like that design too much. I mean, I understand why, but yes, it is. I haven't gotten... I'm trying to look up references. I do know I need to slim down the body. A very blocky, male-looking body. But because that's all I've drawn so far, I need to relearn how to draw. I'm trying to find a reference image to model it off of. Where was that one? The one that looked half decent. Yeah, this one.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Alright. Now how do I change... How do I draw that? That's always the question, is how do I draw that? Okay. So I need to trim down the midsection. Get that hourglass figure going. Let me hide that layer while I'm doing it. Alrighty, the hips can kind of come back a little bit more. There we go. I like this is a little bulky too. I don't need that layer anymore. Oh Lord, have mercy upon them hips. Now I think I've taken too much away. I think I put the center section a little too far down. Let's straighten it out again. Bring back my eraser. So I don't know how it looked. Okay. So if this is the waist, it kinda like that. Okay, this. There. I think I need the belt to be a little bit more. That is a belt, so it needs to be a little bit thinner. But then I need to, I think I need to bring this up. Let's straighten it out. There, does that look more like a woman? What does a woman look like? Well, it's starting to rain hard. Where did my mouse go? There it is. Let me change my reference image. Oops. Pause the music. Okay. Bring the weapons back. How does that look? That's not bad. Alright, so if we're adding leather armor, add that on another layer. I want it to be kind of like a dark brown to start with. Leather armor kind of stops there. More of a vest than... I feel like that's a little... How to... Okay. Let's just start with I've done that line too many times in a row. Smaller. Small brush. Didn't work. Can I... Dot brush tool. Don't know what that is. Fill, lasso fill, bucket, gradient, text, operation, divide. Okay, there is in fact no line tool. That's a better. Beatrix Cattle. Cadell. I don't know if the name Beatrix is that romantic of a name though, you know? I want something that's kind of easy, you know? Beatrix, when I think of that, I think of like the step or the school, what is it, the school principal from Matilda, or like a mean nanny. Does that make sense? I don't know if Beatrix is the play here. I mean, we can. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sold on that name quite yet, you know? Color in. Lucina? That's not bad. Do Lucina and then like nickname her Lucy or something if we want to shorten it. Erase the lines. Oh, I do have to say it's a she's gonna be a halfling, which is half human, half half gnome? Half human, half something short. Maybe half dwarf. Okay, I'm really struggling to try and make this look like my reference image. I guess we can put the name down now. Lucina. Like John Cena. Lucina. I mean, I'm not worried about the pronunciation too much. Okay. Do you know what the history of last names are, by chance? Like the reason that last names were made. Because I have a fun fact if you don't know already. And I can teach you about it if you're wanting to learn. What your ancestors did? Yeah. So it's basically like jobs, right? So Lucina Cadell would potentially be like a cattle farmer where you would get your cattle, because honestly, how I first wanted to pronounce that is Lucina Cattle. But, you know, you add a little bit of flair to it, Cadell, so it's not, you know. So that could be part of her backstory is, you know, her family was cattle farmers before they got dead. Because I think we also determined her family is going to be dead and she's going to be an orphan that joined the church. Oh, battle in Latin? I mean, yeah, we could have dual meaning. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. I think I know why I'm struggling with this reference image so much. Because the shoulders are covered. And I think I'm trying to give the corset over the shoulder. And that's not how they work. That's a good backstory. Yeah, I feel like that, because this is going to be the cleric of the group, the healer. And you have to have a reason of why they kind of join the church. Well, churches usually take in orphans to raise them. Yeah, so essentially it's going to be a love triangle where Cathar likes Lucia, and then Lucia likes Scipio, and then Scipio is just kind of like his own love, so he doesn't need no woman. So I was thinking that's kind of how the group dynamic would be. It'll add some drama, some flair to it, where, you know, you're chasing someone who's not interested in you on, I guess, both their fronts. I do kind of like that one. But they're not wearing armor. How do you... Oh, yeah, no, I wanted to finish out my core group first. So this is gonna be like the main trio. And I was actually kind of thinking that we could kind of make him be one of the, like, the main villain. Just because if your first name is Gun, I don't think you could really be a good guy. Though, again, I don't think that name is necessarily a medieval name. I'm not sold on it yet. Why is it so hard for me to find a good reference image for this character? Oh geez, that football game got out of hand real quick. 15-34. Oh, they just scored. It'll go up a little bit, but I don't know if you watch football at all, Phantom, but stop that. I'm gonna... Oh, it's made by AI, yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna kind of have to do design for. Actually, that one doesn't look too bad. Well, yeah, I know obviously that's... It wouldn't mean that literally, but... Alright, do we want shoulder pads? I guess shoulder pads will be kind of a... struggling. It's not very in place. So then we'd also have come down like that. Actually doing that on the same layer was probably a bad idea. Okay. Fiery Bright Leader. That's not bad. But again, I still think that would be better as the main, like, bad guy's name. Or something like that. Maybe I'll have, so I was thinking when I start the book, it's going to be started with a speech from the main character's rival that he had in school. And it would be his acceptance speech of, like, the valedictorian speech of graduation. And this guy is the main character's, you know, main rival, bully type person. Okay. 23-34, that's an interesting score right there. Not really, that's a 2-score game. That's third quarter. Okay. Goon Chonyo. He's a gooner. Love brain rot. I did take that layer off. Where am I getting this black outline from? Okay, it is this layer. Get rid of it. Oops. Yeah, I remember. Let's do a bit darker. Let's do another layer so I can actually like do a middle of the waist, bottom of the waist, shoulders. Yeah, I prefer if you don't get me in trouble. I haven't even really gotten that big on streaming yet. I don't want it to, you know. Okay. So how do I make let's get a different see, I don't need oh no. Okay. No, actually no, I don't even really use that anyway. Oh, I could add my own colors to the palette. That could have been useful to know a while ago. What? Okay, see, now I actually want that brush preview back. How do I... I don't know how to get that back. I don't know how to make another one of those. No! Dang it. Alright, let's just add the airbrush. I immediately regret attempting to do any details. I think I just leave it like it is. I don't think I'm capable of doing the details I desire yet. Imagine if Genghis Khan came back and his arm... I don't feel like it's that hard to learn how to use guns. Look, Commander's got the ball back without the Eagle scoring. That's actually pretty big. I mean, I think Genghis Khan could probably learn how to use a gun pretty easily. Alright, do we want to add any shoulder pads? If his army learned how to use guns, could he rebuild his empire? I feel like it would take more than guns, just because, you know, tanks exist. Airbrush, no vector pen. I mean, if he had his own army, I don't know. I still feel like he couldn't. I feel like modern warfare would prevent conquest like that anymore. You know? Just modern weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, let's give her some arm pads. Churchill? He didn't really have much of an empire. I mean, yeah, he had the trains, but if Stalin came back and he tried to reunite the Soviet Union because he got in charge again, that would, no question, be... Well, I mean, people say that Putin is trying to do the same thing, and the problem is Ukraine's like, nah, bruh, back off. We don't want to be the Soviet Union again. I mean, yeah, but there's speculation that he did it because he wants to reinstate the Soviet Union, which both can be true. Damn, wrong color. Alright, so now I got a question. Do we have her have like a cape or a cloak or something? Or like a scarf? I feel like I need something wrapped around her neck. Maybe we could do like a pelt. Like a fur, piece of fur or something. Because I don't feel like this is really doing it for me. Some fur, yeah, that's what I figured. I messed up. There we go. Belarus means white Russian. White Russia. Oh. No, I don't really know that. Some fur. I want something to break up the brown armor. The only other type of fur I can think of is like white. I'm not sure how white would go. Go for like a gray white. Or maybe it could be like an orange fox fur. Or I feel like orange and brown would be too close. So yeah, maybe the gray white. This needs to be that green. It's more teal than green. There we go. Alright, what layer do I want that on? Let's just make a new layer. There's no reason not to. Is there a... guess we just do the base with this. I don't like it. I don't like how I did it there, I should say. Trying to think of how to make this not look terrible. I don't know how to make this look good, honestly. I don't think a fur around her neck would make sense, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know how to make it look good is the problem. Because I've got the shoulder pads. I mean, I guess it would go over the shoulder pads. Around her waist. Well, I mean, she's got the belt around her waist right now. I don't know. Do you think I want to add stones on the bow. No, not there. And then I was thinking we also have some on her armor. Let's go back to the Slayer. I don't... Ugh, I'm all tangled up in my headphones. I don't know how to draw. Okay, let's do like another belt here. Maybe? This one I'm just adding pointless straps to make it maybe look half decent. Actually, I think these would be a little different. I'll just erase all of this entirely. Start over. Oh, that was on the same layer. Oh, fabulous. Let's see. I mean, that kind of gets the point across. Will she shoot poison? I mean, yeah, she can. I don't see why not. Well, actually, no. Probably not, because, she's a cleric of life. So I feel like poison doesn't really go well with life, if that makes sense. see some more crystals. Okay. Is there even anything on this layer? Oops. This one. No, there's nothing on that layer. Okay. So I guess... That's been bugging me. Be similar to Deadshot. Well, no. I'm sure she'll miss at some point. That's just how life is. It's not like she's a superhero or anything. Probably gonna be shooting the other side of the planet. What do you mean the other side of the planet? God, why is the eraser that fucking big? There. She pulled the bow super far back, so it's definitely gonna go far. I mean, it just depends on what she's aiming at. Actually, what determines how far it goes for the most part is the angle, how far pointed up or down it is. Because the arrows kind of lob. Alright, let's get the... Yeah, all that work on the shoulder pad and now it's covered up. Make her attractive. I don't know how to make the guys attractive. How am I supposed to make the girl attractive? Riddle me that, Batman. I guess I'm still using the pencil. I'll fill this in a little bit more. Oh, no, it is on the right color. Oh well. I need to learn how to do shading.
I cannot speak, I cannot sleep, stuck in a daydream. The one I see is a reality. It's written down in words I cannot read. I want to know, I only want to see. I cannot speak, I cannot sleep, stuck in a daydream. The one I see is a reality. It's written down in words I cannot read. I want to know, I only want to see.
Fuck, that's on the wrong layer. Okay. Not what I meant to do. Oh, shut up. I'm trying my hardest here. actually did really well for hair. Though it needs a little shaping. Make her eyelashes big. She doesn't have eyebrows either, so, you know, some eyebrows might be nice. That's the eraser. There we go. Have some eyebrows. There you go, there's eyelashes. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest, Chief, eyelashes wasn't it. Or at least the way that those were made. God, you can still tell. Well, it's a pretty terrible drawing. She's focusing really hard. She's got her tongue out. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I could get it any better than that. Alright, I think that's as good as it gets. What do you think? Maybe we could, yeah, I would need to practice. Other than the face. Yeah. Oh, that game got a lot farther apart. I think the face, and then I didn't work on the legs all that much. I mean, we do have a theme here going. His face turned out better than hers. Better than that. I think his honestly turned out the best, though. Maybe his nose is a little off center, but yeah, we'll come back in the future. I think next week I need to start working on the plot a little bit more, so I think I'm going to take a step away from necessarily doing the drawing to doing more planning the book, and then maybe after planning the book I'll come back and do more drawing, maybe like for some of the villains, or like you said, the rival gun, or something like that. But I think that's what the plan is going to be for the next week coming up. Just because I think I am going to kind of start writing the actual book, not streaming, so I can actually focus on typing, and then we can go over it on the stream or something after. I think I still have quite a bit of planning to do before I start writing, though. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for this stream. I think Lucia is as good as I'm getting it right now. I think it's enough to where if I paid an actual artist, they would get the idea. And that's about all I can hope for. It's a good starting place. But alright, I'll see ya Wednesday. Probably be the next time I go live. Till then, stay safe.